Hello everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms. Welcome to this reading. We're going to take a look at where your connection is headed. We'll also see how you're feeling about this connection and how they are as well. So this here is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Make sure to choose intuitively. If you're not sure how, you can always visit the video in the ribbon above. But once you've made your choice, the timestamps for your reading are in the description box and the comment below. So you can pick whenever you're ready and we'll get started. Hello pile 1 cosmic babies. You chose this crystal over here. We're going to see where your connection is headed. This is basically kind of the final answer, but I do want to take a look at your individual energies. So we're going to take a look at the tarot first. Okay, pile 1 viewers. How are they feeling towards this connection? How are pile 1 viewers feeling towards this connection at this time? Okay. Okay, so we have 4 of Cups. We have the Devil. We also have Explorer of Swords and the Child of Cups. So that's the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay, so you're obviously interested in this person, or like you connect with them emotionally and also mentally, but it has been a little bit stagnant as of this time. There is no new inspiration. There's not much spark and not a lot happening. There can be some type of obsession from your side, like you're really questioning what's going on, and what is happening, where is this going, and so on and so forth. And you're not able to let go of that thought even if you try. So you're kind of fixated in something here. And for those of you who are resonating more with, you are in a connection with this person, but it is kind of lacking inspiration, and it can be a feeling of a trapped nature, or like I don't have a way out. There can be some mental blockages that you have created for yourself, but this can lead to some like rash decision making towards something that seems ideal to you at this time, but may not necessarily be so. Because Child of Cups is kind of the honeymoon dream, sort of how ideally everything could be. There is a dreamy quality to this whole card here, right? So there can be an urge to go towards that, to have a happily forever after, be it in a friendship context or a romantic sense. But there is like connection. You want to have a very idealistic connection with this person in an emotional context. Okay, some more cards please. How is pile 1 feeling about this connection at this time? How is pile 1 feeling? Yeah, Capricorn is a very slow and steady energy, and again can give the feeling of, okay, it's taking way too long, or like I've been doing this every single day and I just keep doing that. And the success mantra for Capricorn is to do exactly that. That's what gets it to success, but it is not everyone's cup of tea, right? And especially like it depends on a lot of different scenarios in life as well. So for you at this time, it looks like it's a lot of uphill climb, it's a lot of obstacles coming up, or it's a lot of hard work in general to keep this going. But there is also that flip side of, if I can make it keep going, or if I can somehow do the pre-work and make it happen, then this can last forever. Like there is a possibility of things working out for the long run. Then we have Jupiter, luck, growth, expansion, optimism, and understanding. And if there is a separation at this time, there can be like you kind of still holding out, hope, and you're kind of expecting a return. And for those who are already together or again in communication, then this can be kind of like this is just a rut, and there will be things that get much better. So there is a background hope that is going on in your mind towards this connection. Okay, now how is your person feeling? How is Pile 1's person feeling about this connection at this time? How is Pile 1's person feeling? It looks really good so far. Yeah, actually, there is King of Wands, which is very passionate, charismatic, fiery, confident, initiator. Did I mention passionate? Yeah, really passionate. A natural inspiration, motivator, easy leader, that type of thing. So looks very active from their side. And we have Seven of Cups, so this can be like daydreams and wishful thinking again. And we also have Six of Pentacles. This is like an equal give and take, to have a reciprocal energy. So if you guys are not together, I don't really know why, because they seem very passionate towards you, really. Like, they want to have like a conversation, have an exchange, meet, and I guess it's all up in the air, sort of. Like, he's just like, oh well, I could say this, I could say that, I could do this, and I could maybe try this gesture. And I guess they're kind of just staying up in the air, even though there is so much passion and drive towards you, and there is a desire to form a meaningful bond. But hey, there's a lot of fire. I just have to, look at the fireworks, right? Pile 1's person, please. Pile 1's person, how do they feel? How are they feeling towards this connection? Yeah, we have Gemini, so that's the whole conversation, wanting to communicate and discuss. Depends what you do, maybe your mental connection with each other is like really great. Maybe you find a lot of things to discuss, or you just debate about stuff and talk about stuff like endlessly, even if there is no specific topic. It might feel very effortless, at least to this person. Then we have North Node, which is life mission, hidden talents, and destination. So they can have the feeling that you and them are fated to just keep crossing paths together, because you can really see here we have this spiral going on, this helical shape, and the same thing is depicted in the Lovers card in this tarot deck. So that's very interesting. There can be a soulmate vibe that he's feeling. Okay, and we also have Aquarius, again the whole mind connection. You can share some common goals together. Maybe your purposes are aligned somehow, or at least that's their feeling. And that can be related to a very humanitarian cause, for example, but also anything helpful for the collective. What else? Anything technological, that's as well possible with Aquarius. Yeah, and I'm getting the feeling of, even if, everything is not tangible yet, or at least to the level that they would like it to be, they're really thinking about it, and they know that whether you're together or not, you will always be mentally compatible and mentally connected as well. Okay, so where is this connection headed for Pile 1 viewers? Where is this connection headed for Pile 1 viewers? Okay, we have waxing gibbous, finalize. And we have waning crescent, surrender. Okay. Where is this connection headed? I'm just looking at the other cards to see if anything else is calling out, but we'll use this one. Okay, pile one's connection. Where is that headed? Okay, so, oh wow, we have the Lovers, so that's very union-y. And this card over here is expansion. That's perfect because we have Jupiter with expansion over here, right? It's awesome. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, so surrender to the process and things are gonna get figured out soon. It's kind of in the final stages. That's what, like, up in the air, or just, you know, feeling, daydreaming, imagining. All of this is kind of already going on, and they do seem to have intentions of talking about it and like contemplating it further and then reaching out to you, because Six of Pentacles is really like having an equal give and take, a good exchange where, you know, they express and you listen, and then you express and they listen, and so on, right? But really awesome that we have expansion, so your connection is going to start expanding. You will learn more about each other, you will experience more and more and more. And the Lovers is definitely the soulmate card that we were seeing already with the Elder of Wands. This is superb. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile one. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope this reading helped you out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like the reading, share and subscribe as well. And if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos on my channel. But until next time, take care. Bye. Hello Cosmic Babies, pile number 2, you chose this stone over here. We'll take a look at where your connection is headed. This card I will look at the very end. So first I'm going to actually take a look at how you're feeling towards this connection, how they are feeling towards this, and finally, where is this headed? Okay, how is pile 2 feeling towards this connection at this time? Pile 2. I'm just gonna keep this a little bit here so okay. Pile 2 viewers. How are they feeling towards this connection at this time? But viewers. So we have the Hermit, we have the Magician, let me put these here, we have 4 of Wands, and we also have the 9 of Wands. Okay, so there is a persevering energy. You could have taken some time off, or there has been a separation. This is kind of the alone, thinking alone, being alone, feeling alone, that type of vibe. But you know, it's kind of like, I need space to think. Like, it's something that is very beneficial for the connection as a whole. So I'm sure that you are learning a lot and getting a lot of wisdom and clarity on your situation, because there is an element of strength that is coming out. A 9 of Wands is kind of that resilience you have towards achieving a certain goal. And the Hermit here is the inner strength and that inner light that kind of shows you the way, right? So there is kind of an inner hope beaming and kind of within you. And you're kind of holding that close, and you're holding that as a very precious thing, because that's the space where you can manifest the type of connection that you are looking for here. The Four of Wands is like having stability, feeling secure, and feeling very happy and blissful about this particular security. It's something that is hard-earned, or something that has come in due time, and it is kind of a reason to celebrate. So any form of establishment, getting into a relationship, or really like for sure knowing that you guys are friends, and just having that final say and knowing what ground you stand on, that's something that you're kind of feeling here. There is also from your side, it's kind of, I want to manifest more, I want to make things more wonderful for both of us. Okay, so you can be literally manifesting, but also kind of really, when you focus your thoughts and the feelings towards one particular goal or direction, then that is a form of manifestation, right? So yeah, a lot of manifestation vibes, and you're kind of deciding where things go next, in a sense, in an energetic sense. Okay, you guys would have gone through a lot of ups and downs. That's possible. A lot of obstacles along the way, and there can be like a hot and cold situation going on as well. So there is that hope that things are gonna get more stable. Okay. Or there's starting to be, and it's kind of like, because you've gone through so much already, that you kind of sore and tired from the obstacles or the journey thus far. And I guess that's why you would also be here to ask where this connection is headed next, because yeah, it's stable, but is it gonna stay that way? And if not, how far? And it's hard earned, and it's time to celebrate. So if that resonates, that's for you. Okay. How is Pile feeling towards this connection at this time? One is enough. We have Venus, so love, beauty, art, harmony, and relationship. Yeah, so wanting to make this official, if it is not already, or establish the type of relationship you have, and kind of making it very clear that you're fond of this person, and in whatever way that they can want to, and you're wishing them to be a part of your life. That's something you want to make very clear. A lot of expression, so I guess you want to also express yourself and kind of release things and just say it out and be done with it, that type of vibe as well. But not in a rushed way, but just really like kind of, I want to just express myself, and you're being very authentic about it. But once you do that, you kind of feel very light and free, and so on. Okay, so these are some things you're looking for and are feeling in this connection at this time. Okay. Pile 2's person, how are they feeling towards Pile 2, towards this connection at this time? Pile 2's person, how do they feel towards this connection at this time? So we have Five of Pentacles, again, that lonely vibe. Okay. Then we have Queen of Wands, or the Guardian of Wands in this deck. And we have the Moon, so there's a lot of fear, anxiety, subconscious programming, conditioning that is kind of coming out. And shadow sides, wanting to run away from problems, trying to mask it in different ways. That's something like, okay. Then we have the Child of Swords, or the Page of Swords. So there is, of course, the wanting to reconnect, to discuss, to talk, to debate. All of those urges are kind of still there, but there's a lot of fear and loneliness and kind of self-isolation going on. It's kind of like they bring their own deprivation in a sense. They're the one who creates a poverty mindset for themselves, not only regarding you, but that's like a mindset thing that they must have. And despite that, they definitely do feel a lot of passion and connection towards you. They really want to have more of that in the tangible reality and to really show that side more than the other sides that they might have shown you so far. So it can be really that both of you are in a separated place, but you are more of a manifesting kind of like, I'm going to create my reality type of position. Meanwhile, they are more of a victim mindset, and I'm just going to stay here and wallow and, you know, just admit defeat. That's kind of the vibe here at this time, right? It doesn't mean that they're going to stay there, because there is also that passion and the desire to communicate their thoughts or reconnect with you, all of that. Okay, pile two's person, how do they feel towards this connection at this time? Yeah, there you go, we have Pluto. You know what's interesting? Venus and Pluto are going to be conjuncting again, I think in March sometime. This is if you're watching like nearby to when I'm going to post this, but that is a very intense combination, because the, you know, past programming or the dysfunctional or toxic mentality that we have related with love, be it, you know, parental, friendship, self, romantic relationship, whatever, the love that we know and understand, the shadowy aspects kind of come about because Pluto rules transformation, death and rebirth. It is what causes our evolution, and it gives us that inner power, or unleashes that inner power rather. Right, so they're going through that. So again, very shadowy vibe. It's as if their mind is stopping them a lot and they are kind of giving into it at this time. Definitely a very, very transformative experience and cycle, if this has been going on for cycles, for them. Oh, okay. So where is this connection headed? For pile two viewers, where is this connection headed for pile two viewers, please? At this time, according to this trend, where is their connection headed? Okay, we have Moon Peak, which is dream. Oh, you might connect in dreams because the moon does rule dream. And I guess they can be, if you resonate with that, they might be a lot more authentic in your dreams if you guys, you know, meet somehow. Okay. Then we have first quarter grow. Yeah, definitely a lot of growth. And we have waxing crescent faith. So yeah, that's kind of really important, right? Faith is also ruled, kind of demonstrated in the Hermit as well, in a sense, but like faith in yourself and faith in everything that you have done, something of that sort, right? So meanwhile, they need to gather more faith, but that is inevitably going to happen as and when they grow. Okay? Yes. So where is this connection headed for pile two viewers? Where is this connection headed? Spirit card. Okay, the High Priestess, which is again the whole dream thing. And we have the moon right there. Amazing. So that's like the higher vibe version of the moon here. It can obviously rule the whole, you know, darky, shadowy type of stuff, but it's also kind of the subtle glow of the moon, and you kind of feel more, you sense more, and that's very High Priestess like, right? You're more attuned to the water and to the different sounds, kind of a different life comes alive at night, right? The ecosystem is completely different. So you can be in a very romantic mindset, very intuitive, and allowing your feelings and inner knowing to kind of guide you, right? So that's something that this stage is going to develop into. There can be a way that you help them via manifestation, or again meeting in dreams, if that makes sense to you. But there is definitely a form of spiritual connection here, because you clearly have a large impact on this person and vice versa. So allow it to grow in a very natural process, because this is something that can't be rushed. If especially they're feeling very fearful, you can't just ask them to snap out of it, right? It is something that they just have to simply go through. Okay, and we have Seven of Pentacles as well, which is like, give it time, have faith, because all the work that you do, all the effort you put in, or in this case kind of the energy that you give, literally like spiritually, or the good faith, the support, the good vibes that you have for this person, all of that, and the more you give that, you will see that this person starts flourishing, and also your connection becomes a lot healthier. And even if it takes a little bit of time, you're not worried, because you can see it grow. You can see it develop right in front of you. You will see very noticeable changes, even if it takes, some increments to get to the final harvest, right? But it's kind of like, it will get to that harvest. So keep faith, let it grow. Okay, so this final card we have here is the Spiral. Yeah, so this can be, again, further emphasizing the cycles that you're going through, but also it can be that, it's like the whole loop, it's a whole cycle. Like every day you will think the same thought, but you cannot think literally the same thought every single day. There will be one minor change, there will be some shift in feeling. So if, let's say, they're moping about something, okay, about the separation, let's say, they will think, oh, we're separated, that is so sad. Oh, we're separated, that is so sad. You can't keep doing that for the next 10 days. Each and every day you gather a little bit of clarity, even if all you are doing is thinking the same thought. It's just the magic of the cyclical process. It is natural for every person to go through a death and rebirth every single day, whether we are noticing or not. What we actually notice is like 1 year from now, hey, we're different now. That's interesting. Well, no, you grew every single day, right? So that's kind of something, even if you don't try, this is something that is going to move forward, and you can choose to actively be part of each other's lives. Again, this is dependent on this person, whether you're in communication or not, but you can also choose to be apart, because it doesn't really matter. There is a connection here, and you're on your individual journey at this time, but somehow your individual journeys are impacting one another, right? So there is a definite energetic bond going on there. Okay, so that's where your connection is headed. This turned a little bit deeper than I was expecting, but I really hope this gives you a lot of insights for your connection. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like the reading, and share and subscribe as well. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. And feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all there on my channel, and plenty of different genres, so pick whatever you want and whenever you want. But until next time, take care. Bye. Hello, Cosmic Babies, pile number 3. You chose this crystal over here. We'll take a look at where is your connection headed. First, I do want to take a look at your individual energy and also theirs, about how you both are feeling towards this connection and about each other at this time. Okay, so how is pile 3 feeling about this connection at this time, about where it is headed, how are they feeling? How is pile 3 feeling? Please, I'm going to put this here. So, yeah, pile 3 viewers, how are they feeling regarding this connection they have, what they're asking about at this time? One more card, perhaps. Yes. Okay, So, oh wow, okay, we have Ace of Cups, so that's a lot of fondness and a lot of love and affection, a lot of compassion and empathy as well. And we do have the Elder of Cups or the King of Cups, which is also deep empathy, compassion, emotional bonding and connection. So there is a form of attachment and again, a lot of love towards this person here. Okay, then we have the Nine of Pentacles. You're very secure in your feelings, so that's really, really good. So it's kind of like you're not forcing anything to happen. Neither are you forcing yourself to, make something happen out of these feelings necessarily. But it's just that, okay, so I'm really fond about this person. I wonder where this can go. It has a very individual, secure type of vibe from your side. And we also have Seven of Cups, so you might be, daydreaming of the various different possibilities that, can come out of this connection, and you might be, daydreaming about this person quite a lot, or kind of imagining various hypothetical scenarios where you guys can, express your liking towards each other, and so on. Okay, there can also be a form of manifestation that you are doing, very much related with either water or the feelings that you get about this person. So when you do that, you kind of revel in it, because the Nine of Pentacles is about raising your vibe. And whenever you are in this feeling of unconditional love or this really pure affection towards anyone, including yourself, the universe, or another person, it doesn't matter. Regardless, that feeling whenever you get and whatever you wish and intend during that time, you very likely are going to manifest that into your reality, because ultimately manifestation is all about raising your vibe, acting and giving out your intentions into the universe, following through with it in whatever way that is possible. And I like that there is a security, which means this attachment that you feel towards this person is not anything toxic. You don't feel bound by it. Instead, you feel more unleashed, and as though there is a lot of potential for both of you in this connection. Right? So very positive and uplifting. Wonderful. Let's see a little bit more. Pile 3 viewers, how are they feeling towards this connection, about this person? Okay, we have the 9th house. I don't know, for some reason I hear patience. You're very patient, very understanding, very mature. And we also have Mars, which is passion, anger, action, courage, desire, and competition. So again, there is obviously a lot of desire you have, a lot of drive you feel towards this person. This passion can be again related with love, and like you're fiercely fond of them. Okay. 9th house also rules, belief systems and philosophies, or religion and spirituality. So you feel very connected with this person, and just because, you feel that, you're very secure about this connection being kind of an inevitability rather than, is it ever gonna happen? So it's kind of like, the way we connect so deeply emotionally and spiritually, it is inevitable that we will remain connected, because such a bond you don't get all the time, you don't get everywhere, and whenever you do, you're meant to treasure it. So it's more like when we are together or when we express ourselves to each other, rather than will we ever. Right? So that's, again, very high vibe and very positive. I love this attitude. Also, I'm hearing fulfillment, so you feel fulfilled regarding this person and this connection. Okay, let's see more. Your person, pile 3's person, how are they feeling towards this connection and pile 3 at this time? How are they feeling? How's pile 3's person feeling towards pile 3 and their connection plans? Okay, we have 5 of Swords first. We have the Explorer of Cups, which is also the Knight of Cups. Let's get you more cards. Pile 3's person. How are they feeling? Okay, Seven of Pentacles. So I believe they're taking it, real slow and steady and kind of taking their own time with all of this, right? Okay, and we also finally have the Emperor. So they have very strong feelings towards you. That's kind of something I hear right away. But there is some type of defeat that they are admitting for some reason. It's kind of a lack type of mindset, but it is more like self-limitation, like I have to remove the competition before I can make my move, but there is no competition in your eyes, but from their side it feels like, okay, I'm gonna have to deal with a lot of other obstacles along the way. They don't have to because you're clearly very fond of them, but in their heads it's as though they do. Okay, so they kind of are like, oh, I have very strong feelings, and then simultaneously it's like, yeah, but it cannot happen, or it's not time yet perhaps, or I don't really know what to say. Shooting themselves in the foot. Yes, that's something I'm getting there, the Five of Swords. So it's kind of like, let's take it easy, see where it goes, and hopefully it gets there, and yeah. And again, even though they're kind of taking it easy and slow, they also want to be in charge and kind of just go for it. The Emperor is a very Martian energy, so that is something you have in common. So you're very passionate towards each other, and this person really wants to be more proactive and kind of in charge. Meanwhile, you're more in the receptive position and like, I'm gonna stay here and I know that this is gonna work out. That's a very secure way to be. And they are also wanting to, show their feelings more, express themselves more, and kind of take charge of the situation that you have right now. But yeah, it's kind of moving a little bit slower. They're not as sure of everything as you are, basically, because this type of security comes from a lot of trust, faith, and confidence in yourself and the supporting energies you're with, right? So for them, it is more like self-doubt. That's something coming up there. Okay, let's get some. Where's this connection headed? Is the reading pile 3's person? What are they feeling towards this connection and towards pile 3? Okay, we have Cancer, which is a water sign. Cardinal, again, this is like exactly the Knight of Cups, I would say. Well, not exactly, but kind of the emotional aspect of it. So very emotionally attached and connected with you as well. It's not just you. And we have Capricorn, which is also a cardinal earth sign. It's again that like slow and steady movement, but cardinal signs are all about like taking the initiative. Again, taking that driver's seat, wanting to take matters into their own hands. That's very much there. Kind of make very steady and tangible steps towards you in order to express their emotions and all the feelings that they have towards you in a way that, really gets across how much they feel. But because they put a bit of pressure along their own path, they cause resistance to themselves at this time. Because with the Cancer, they have a hard exterior because it's ruled by the crab, right? It's very soft and fleshy and fluffy within, but the exterior is hard, and it needs to be hard because it needs to protect itself from any predators. So if they have had like bad experiences and they have not been, fully come out of it unscarred, then that's something that could still be subconsciously influencing them. And it takes them a couple of tries or a couple of motivating boosts to kind of get them out of the stagnant energies. Okay, you can't keep giving slow and steady as an excuse for not moving forward at all. Right, so that's something that they constantly are kind of going back and forth about. like they want to express, they want to talk, but at the same time they keep blocking themselves, and they want to move forward much faster and in a more stable and secure way, but they feel that it might be too much too fast, right? Or if it becomes too rigid or too structured in any way, or if they become too pushy and domineering, then that might, shoo you away. So that's also something that they don't want. It's kind of hard for them to find a good balance at this time, but they're feeling very lovely about you, about this connection, and they do see a long-term possibility. Okay, we'll take a look at this one last. I want to see here. So, where is this connection headed? Pile 3's connection, where is it headed? Where is Pile 3's connect? Okay. We have finalize. Okay, so something coming up soon that's going to resolve certain aspects here. And we have the 9 and 9 here as well, which talks about kind of tying up loose ends, finishing a cycle that has been going on for a while. Yes, we have change, so things will be shifting and changing. A lot of transformation follows, eclipses, so change is coming up. Okay, this here. So where is this connection headed for Pile 3 viewers? Where is this connection headed? Okay, it's 3 cards, a lot more than the other piles, but okay. We have 3 of Wands, which is a very positive card, in my opinion. Every time I get this, I'm just like, yes, okay, that's a yes. Very strong yes. Then we have the Star, which is idealism, dreams coming true, manifestations coming true, the universe hearing your prayers and delivering the answers. The spiritual connection is again heightened, and it's like, even if you're really far away, you're still always connected universally. That's kind of being reflected by the amount of faith that you have in this connection, and that's something where they are headed, because over here with the Explorer of Cups, even if the obstacles are self-created, like with most of us, the explorer is not afraid to go ahead and explore those subconscious fears and limitations, right? And with Capricorn here, it's like they believe in their ability to confront things. So they're not running away. It's just that they feel as though they are in a battle mode with themselves. Okay, and we have 4 of Swords, which is resting, peacefulness, and bliss, the calm, and kind of like having that moment to rest and sit in silence for a while. So things are getting resolved for sure, some positive outcomes coming up, and that is allowing both of you and this connection itself to lead more towards a very soft, positive path where you can rest, can be with each other, and kind of see what happens. And then it's kind of like the vision is clear, and you can't go from dream to dream. You gotta revel in the things that you have achieved already, right? So if you're able to express your fondness and appreciation and feelings towards one another, that's already a very massive step, right? So then you kind of sink in it and enjoy it for a little while, and then you can think about where does this go, or whatever, enjoy the moment, or however it is you decide to move forward. Okay, then we have parallel universes. Okay, and we have scintillation. Okay, I'm gonna have to read the book just a little bit. I've not read all of them yet. So, parallel universes, please. Where is it? Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, so it's talking about the power of choice. Okay, so kind of the journey is kind of your making. That's what I already told you. It's kind of where you go from there. It's always like up to you. But also what I'm getting here is that both of you have very different viewpoints and perspectives of a very similar situation. and the resolution is kind of coming anyway. It's just how do you want to get there. You decided to drop the resistance and stop fighting, or even if you were not fighting, still like that internal imbalances that were there at some point, you are not governed by that anymore, not regarding this connection at least. And you're choosing to lead your life that way, you're choosing to lead this connection in that way. That's your contribution. Meanwhile, they are dealing with it in a different way, from a different perspective, which also gets them to a similar end point. It's just that the journey is different, right? So both of you are living a kind of a counter path of each other. It's an alternative path, and you can help them and they can help you at some point, right? If not already. Okay. And scintillation is a flash of light. Okay, so I'm going to read this. Scintillation is a phenomenon which consists of a quick explosion of light, which can be of low or high intensity. This glare of intense light indicates that something or someone has a quality that they are normally missing. It is a brief but good omen that can repeat itself. It is important to bear in mind that it is an expression of light and energy. Ultimately, it does not matter how long it lasts or if it will be repeated. Instead, one must be able to enjoy the light that it brings. Yeah, this is about that Four of Swords and the star there. You finally get the resolution, and you find that peace and the restfulness and that faith in that finalization. You know, things have shifted and things have changed, and it has coalesced as well. And it kind of brings you that happiness, that burst of relief. And you're finally able to converse about things in a different level. And that's something that kind of releases you as well. Okay, so very meaningful, really. And in this moment, you're not really concerned about where it might go or what it might mean. And there's no heaviness or burden attached to it. Instead, Four of Swords is about letting go of those burdens, right? Like, to this person, it would be stop fighting so much and, you know, relax and be in peace at this time. And for you, it would be finally like, yeah, see, there you go. The inevitable has become true now. As you can see, okay, let's chill over here. It's nice to know that it is also a tangible reality. It's not just something that was going on in my spiritual self or in my higher self or whatever you choose to call it. But instead, it is what I was feeling is actually coming to fruition. It has come to fruition already. So I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this, savor the moment at this time. Okay. I wish you all the very best. This looks really wonderful. I really hope this reading helps. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like the reading, and share and subscribe as well. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box in the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. There are many on my YouTube channel. Choose whatever you want, whenever you want. But until next time, take care. Bye. Hello Cosmic Babies, pile number 4. You chose the rose quartz crystal over here, and we're gonna take a look at where your connection is headed. But first, I do want to take a look at where you are, what are your feelings towards this connection and about this person that you're asking, and also about your person's feelings and attitudes towards this connection, okay? Pile 4's feelings towards this connection, and pile 4's person, please. How are they feeling towards this connection at this time? Okay. Alright, so we have the Chariot first, which fell out just as I was saying what you are feeling. We have 7 of Swords. Then we have Explorer of Cups, or the Knight of Cups. And we also, we also have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So there is definitely like passionate and emotionally connected energies towards this person from your side. You believe as though you make a good team, a very nice level of cooperation with this person, especially if you are, working with them on something like a project or in a workplace situation. Regardless, it's kind of like you're very well connected and you can, help each other out in ways that are going to be most meaningful and useful to one another. Seven of Swords is kind of like there is that feeling that maybe you are like different people underneath, or that there are some masks that have been put on, be it like from your side or their side or on both sides. But there is like a question of how authentic is this, or is this really meant for the longer term? Like you feel very passionate and driven towards this person right now, but how does it look for the future, or where is it going, what is their intentions, and those sort of questions. Like I feel as though you're not able to get a very good grip or a good read on this person that you're asking about from your interactions, or from the lack of, right? Like you don't really know what is going on with them individually in their own personal lives, what is really going on through their mind or feelings, and you might even be getting, conflicting answers from here and there, which kind of makes you feel more doubtful about this person as well. But you are definitely trusting the interactions that you have had with this person, or the communications you have had, and that kind of gives you more hope towards a better tomorrow, or a doubt-free tomorrow in that way. Because Seven of Swords can indicate like cheating or lying, or kind of keeping things underneath the surface. So it can be your concern that perhaps, something like that is boiling underneath the surface. Okay. How is Pile 4 feeling towards this connection and this person at this time? Okay, so we have 10th house and we have Aquarius. So there can be some 10th house in rules career. So some of you might have really met in your career place, whether you are studying right now, in that case college, university, or in your workplace. Right, and Aquarius is kind of connected through the mind and through the distance. It might be a long distance thing for some of you, or this can be indicating that you're separated at this point, and both of you might be focusing on your careers largely at this time. So on and so forth. There are going to be many different scenarios where the Aquarian energies in the 10th house is going to fit. So take that as it resonates, okay? Aquarius is also kind of the collective mindset, so there is an idea of what is for the greater good for both of your sakes, right? In terms of the heart, in terms of where you're going to apply your energy to, and also in terms of like cooperating with one another and just individual performance and accomplishments in your lives. Okay, so there is like a very genuine, authentic grounding from your side, like you're thinking of this very realistically, I feel, and the doubts are not from your side, not in terms of longevity, nor in terms of passion and drive. It's more about them. Okay. How is their person feeling about this connection and towards Pile 4? Pile 4's person, how do they feel towards this connection and towards Pile 4, please? One more card. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. That's an epic card to, flip around. Okay. Amazing. That gives me hope. We have the Hermit, which is a very introspective, kind of going within and discovering your purpose, finding your light, finding hope and clarity within yourself, discovering your shadow side, appreciating it, accepting things, and so on. It's a lot about the inner journey, basically. Okay, then we have what? Oh wow, we have the Judgment. So this is like finding the purpose, finding clarity. Then we have the Lovers, of course, which is 3 major arcana. That is fabulous. And we have the 9 of Cups as well. This is like wish fulfillment, very positive vibe, kind of high vibe as well, and feel good and feeling very fulfilled in the connection and regarding you. But there is, of course, that introspective vibe, so it can be like they're thinking about what needs to be done or kind of working on themselves in order to become a better partner or to synchronize with you much better, and perhaps they're not so great at communicating it, but it is not because they don't want to, because they really do believe that you might be someone very significant for the longer run. But it can be resulting from just, internal fears or insecurities regarding, love, relationships, just, partnering in general. Just them and relationships. It's a very, for people who don't understand the balance of this, it can be a very hard concept to learn, right? You have to learn from other people, but at the same time, you have to be an independent worker as well. You're an individual, but you're in society, so there is like always a duality that you need to keep juggling. So there can be one of those moments that they might be going through where they're like respecting their alone time and kind of learning a lot from it, but at the same time they're craving partnership as well. It's just how do they communicate about it. Okay, I'll get this, and if my question is not cleared with the astrology cards, I'm gonna get you some more for like what is blocking them. Okay, Pyrophorus, feelings towards this connection. And Pyrophor, please. Okay, so I get it. So we have the Moon, emotion, instinct, and consciousness and mother figure, and we also have the 2nd house. Yeah, so the Hermit and the thoughts and everything that is kind of holding them back can be related to self-esteem and self-worth, and kind of finding their own individuality and what they find to be most precious, kind of prioritizing material and non-material things around their life. That's something that they might be going through at this time. But regardless, it all kind of points to things that you need to deal with regarding your self-esteem. So that can be something that's blocking them at this time. But because they feel very emotionally pulled towards you and they're very instinctually drawn towards you as well. The Moon in tarot can represent intuition. So given that there are so many major arcana and kind of universally guided type of energy going on here on their side, it makes sense that they would feel so heavily drawn towards you, because whenever you meet anyone who has a very strong impact, like the connection is kind of intense, whether it is strong, off the beginning, or it develops an intensity through your interactions. Regardless, it kind of points to a soul contract of sorts, and they are a form of either soul mates in the sense you are studying together, you're working together, or it can mean in terms of partnerships. But we do come down here in such a dynamic that we are able to help each other and help each other kind of grow, either by supporting them or in a very karmic type of situation, by causing some toxicities, because that is simply a mirror of the toxicities that are within us, and that needs to be worked on, right? So they might have experienced such a thing in the past which that kind of caused these issues to begin with. It can also be the partnerships they experienced while growing up, like what they observed, like their parents or uncles and their aunts or whatever, you know, like just the relationships that they observed while growing up that might have left a very lasting impression, kind of caused a lot of subconscious insecurities around these things. And that's something that needs to be worked on, because I feel as though they're realizing already that that's not true. That does not need to be the same for all relationships as a whole. So why, you know, keep dragging that type of mindset into the future where it has no space? Because guess what this mindset has brought? Nothing. It's just gray. It's black and white. Meanwhile, when you shift that perspective, when you shift your vibe, then you see everything in colory, because you see things much more clearly. So they are seeking this clarity, but there's like the emotional blocks kind of in the way at this point. Okay. So where is this connection headed? Force connection, where is that headed? Force connection, where is that headed? Okay, so we have finalize and we have harvest. Okay, so that looks nice, because like things are going to, you know, get a lot clearer once, you know, you reach the final stages. It's like, you know, do the finishing touches basically, and, you know, deliver something, show something for the work that you have done. So that's nice. Okay, get more cards. Force connection, where is that headed? Where is that connection headed? Okay, let's see these, and then I will get you clarifiers if needed. Okay, we have Child of Cups, or the Page of Cups, and we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, again, that moving towards the light, leaving the past hurts behind, because they're not serving anyone in this whole situation at all. So leaving that where it should remain, and kind of allowing the universe to guide you, right? So that's something that's happening. You're going with the flow, divine timing, manifestation. There's moving on from any bondages and toxicities of the past. So you're open to dream and imagine and so on. Child of Cups is also very expressive. So, you know, they can make some of their feelings better known, even if it's not like, hey, so I am fond of you and I believe you are my soulmate. Maybe not in those words, but it can be that, you know, they give you more attention, or they take care of you more, or just, you know, giving random compliments. It can be in any shape. It's really up to them, but it's kind of like having a very fresh, childlike, innocent type of outlook of, maybe anything is possible. Even Nine of Cups is like feeling very optimistic and making a wish and manifesting as well, right? So there is very good chances that their actions at this time, whatever they're going through internally, that is going to shift their vibe, which is going to enable the manifestation of, you know, something, some form of deepening of the connection, right? Okay, let's see this card over here. We have matter. Nice. So solidifying the relationship a bit more. So whatever communication you have or don't have, this is about making things more tangible, not just leaving it all up in the air, not just thinking about it and leaving it behind, or like imagining it and just setting it aside. No, making steps to, you know, come towards making something more solid. I'm not going to say that the next step is just, yes, everything is going to be solid and perfect and, you know, that's it, this is the final stage. No, but it is going to be a lot more meaningful. It will be more assuring, reassuring for you about this connection, whatever it has been, and whatever you have been feeling and what they have been going through. So there can be that sort of thing going on. Okay, and about like meeting other people, I don't see any indication of that going on from their side, because they're very much focused on you at this time. Okay, so there can be more conversations coming up, or again, more confessions or expressions of their fondness and affection towards you. next, and that can of course lead to something more stable. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 4. I really hope this reading helped you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like the reading, share and subscribe as well. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. They're all there on my channel, so plenty of different genres. Pick whatever you want, whenever you want. Until next time, take care.